Alright, y'all. So I posted a video yesterday, and actually I started uploading it on Monday night when I got back from the cruise in. Something I look forward to every month, and I know a lot of you guys look forward to it too. And so I went down there and had a good time, and I got back, I posted it, or started uploading it, and finally uploaded yesterday evening. So when I got home last night, I posted it. Last night. Anyhow, and I got a comment about that. Since I'm trying to grow my channel, I need to do more work, quit talking and showing car shows, and I need to get busy and get to work. And I thought I'd explain pretty well that this is my busy time of year, and that I was working 6 days a week, and so I was trying to put some content on there on my channel so y'all would have something to watch. And it's not been a whole bunch of work going on because I am working 6 days a week. So anyhow, I will get some more work content, build content going on. I'm sorry that a few viewers feel like they're being teased because I'm not working in the shop. There's nobody that wants work going on in the shop more than me. And I'm sorry that these few people are disappointed because I'm not doing any work. But in addition to working 6 days, I've been going down to Jonathan's every day I've had off, which has been Saturdays. I'm working on pulling a 6-liter LQ4 out of a express van. And I don't know if any of y'all guys have ever pulled a motor out of a van, but it's a pain in the behind. And so it's been a chore, and I hadn't been the whole time working on the van. I've went with Jonathan on some record calls and helped Jonathan with a few things and visited, and so it's not been all work, but on the van. But anyways, that's kind of where I've been spending my free time that I hadn't been working. But enough of that side rant stuff. I mean, the work will come in the shop. I'm gathering parts to work on stuff with while I'm working at work on my real job and getting stuff ready to be working. And on that note, at the cruise in on Monday, I seen a friend of mine, Jake, who had actually watched my video on my 37 rat rod, and he saw my grill shell and said, when I saw him at the cruise in, he's like, man, he said, I got what you need right there for the grill, since your grill shell was so bad. And so he had this that he had bought some years ago and had been using as just decoration on the wall of his shop, and it is just the perfect grill to go on my 37, and he hooked me up with it. And thank you, Jake. I appreciate that. I'm going to put it to good use. You guys will see this. I ain't gonna say how soon, but soon. I've got to get my steel together for my frame. I think I got most of the suspension stuff. I still need to source a rear end to build the frame. But while I was at Jake's, and Jake was showing me his stuff, I found this nice pair of fenders right here that got a nice patina on them, and this set of bumpers here for this body style, the second half 47 to first half of 55. I think they call this an advanced design body style truck. But anyhow, these fenders are sweet. I mean, somebody had them on a truck that was fixed up in the day because they got some nice pinstriping on them, but I like the look of them. And I've got quite a few of these old trucks, and a couple of the ones that I have were 3/4 tons and didn't have beds on them. And then I had picked up a trailer. I had picked up this trailer right here years ago. That is, if you look at the fender design on the bed side, you'll see it's the exact same model. This off a long bed. but it's easy enough to shorten one of these beds up. And I already had an extra set of running boards. So now I got the ingredients to make me a truck out of. I mean, like I said, I had the cab already off a 3/4 ton flatbed. So with the cab and this bed and those fenders and the running boards I already had, and the bumpers I got, the fenders and bumpers I got from Jake, I can take a S10 chassis and build me a nice rat rod out of that. So that'll be something that will be a future build. When these parts come available, you got to snatch them up, because they aren't making any more of them. And if you were to go and buy a set of aftermarket steel or fiberglass fenders, they're gonna be right pricey. Which actually here's one of those trucks right here, which is just this truck right here. Years ago, somebody put it on a Dakota chassis, which it's really too short, and it's got a V6 5-speed Dakota driveline in it, and that's kind of, you can't do a Chevrolet like that. But anyways, so that's either that one or one of my 3/4 tons, and that bed and fenders and running boards would make a nice little truck. So that'll be a future project. But anyhow, I've been working, so there's not been any work going on, but there will be some work going on just as soon as I get off of 6 days, which will be after Christmas, and I can get started doing some work in the shop. And of course, I still got a little bit of work to do down there to get the motor out of that van at Jonathan's. And I've been doing some video, but I got my new GoPro, and I tried to do a time lapse, and it didn't take. And then I shot some more video that I was trying to fast forward through, and it shows some work, but you can't see a whole bunch going on, because in a van you just can't see nothing. It's not like the hood's open where you can see a whole bunch going on. But I'm gonna try to, as I'm finishing up on that, get enough to piece together to get a decent video with that job. And you know, that's kind of some of the things I've got going on. Also, those of y'all that have been watching, you know that I've got a 46 cab over that I'm trying to build, and I got a 05 Chevrolet box truck chassis to build for the chassis on this cab over. And I picked this. This is a 140 some thousand mile LQ4 that I picked up that will be the power plant for that truck. And I'm gonna put a 4L80 behind it, and I'll show you the chassis again. It's right here. I got the chassis from Jonathan, and like I said, it's already got all the peripherals on it, the steering box and all the brake lines and all the fuel system, and I've got the tank for it and the drive shafts in it. So the only thing I don't have is the rear springs, and Jonathan's got a airbag set up off of one of those old U-Haul trucks that I'm gonna get from him and put on the back of this thing to have the rear suspension. It's like a 4-link airbag set up off of a like I said, a U-Haul truck. So that'll be the rear suspension, and then the rear end is a 410 posi with disc brakes that come out of a 09 ambulance. So the chassis is 05, the motor is a 05, come out of a different truck. The rear end's a 09, and we're gonna Johnny Cash us a drive line together, and got a suspension, and then got a 4L80E transmission to go in it. And then here's the cab right here. I mean, you can't tell a whole bunch about it because it's stuck in the back corner of the shop here. And there's the grill up there. The grill and the hood's up on top of the 37 cab. And if you look at my my channel ID icon or whatever, that's what the truck looks like. So that on that chassis with a flatbed on it, it's going to be, I think I'm going to make it into a rollback because I think I got most of the hydraulics to do that. And that's going to be a cool old hauler. So that's one of the projects going on. Like I said, I got a bunch of stuff. I'm gathering parts to finish it up. Anybody that does any projects knows there's a lot to it. There's my front suspension for my 37. So it's coming along. And we'll have a lot to show y'all here shortly whenever I can get time off of work to do it, which it's fixing to wind down. And I know I had the person fussing about me teasing them. We're gonna get back on this Grand Prix. I need to get the front spindles and front hubs set up for the disc brakes I want to run. I want to run disc brakes because of running this LQ4. I want it to be able to stop. And I've got the primer and all to prime it down with, but it got too cold on me. And I can't get it moved to where I can get the prime it down until I get the front hubs back on it where it'll roll. But all this is coming up, so if y'all please be patient. Some stuff's gonna happen. I'm throwing y'all some content in there, so there'll be something to watch on my channel. It might not be as exciting, and we haven't forgot this either. We got the majority of the stuff to finish this old truck up. I like to move around to keep my interest up, and it gives me a chance to step back from the project. And usually when you step back, you find some things that you do a little different, and your project comes out better when you don't stay on it the whole time and you're too close to the woods to see the trees. You got to back off a little bit, and like old Rat Rod Bob says, you got to sit in the design chair a little bit and get your thought on a little bit. And so that's what I've been doing. Getting stuff together, and it's coming together, and it's gonna be cool. Just hang tight. It's coming. Please be patient with me. It's tough for me. It's my stuff. I want to see it happen worse than anybody else. So y'all hang in with me, and we'll have y'all some stuff going on real shortly. See ya.